last week the group we had.
Let me do a talk with you now. Go ahead.
Last week the third graders we had, they didn't realize that she was pregnant in the first piece. You know, you just see the fabric, she's moving around, it's not a big deal. And when we got to the last piece and she comes out, they were like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh my God, she's pregnant. You know what I mean?
What about this group? There was no mention of that.
There wasn't any mention. I think the adults had mentioned it. Because there was one of the teachers who's also pregnant right now.
Okay.
So one of the adults turned around and they were like, she's pregnant, you see? And they were like, yeah, you know, and I think it just, it brought a sense of enjoyment to her. She started smiling and yeah.
So
and I think
the whole myth
got very
is
emotional about it. And
yeah, the whole myth just vanished.
Yeah,
That's why I'm sitting over there saying, I gotta get into this one here.
Yes.
Should we
Yeah. Okay, now, how do we get into this story here? Where did all this begin as you begin to become pregnant and decide you were going to continue dancing?
Well, you know, I started with the company last October, so it was about a year and a half ago now, well, a little over a year ago. And we actually had our showcase, our end of the year showcase this past June. And I was feeling sick during the showcase, but I didn't realize that I was expecting at the time. So I pushed through the show, and after we did that performance, it was a weekend long, or 2 weekend long performances, excuse me, is when I found out that I was expecting. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling down, I wasn't feeling exhausted or overworked, so I just felt like I wanted to keep moving.
Yeah, I came in yesterday and I seen you sitting on the chair, and I'm asking myself, like, she looked like she was dancing, but she's pregnant. So you're still doing all these intricate movements.
Yes.
How does that work?
Every week I move a little slower. So that's a little hard for me, especially when we have new dancers this season, and it's a little hard when you watch others that can whack their leg and do all these amazing things, and I'm slowing down. But you know, doctor says I can keep moving, and I feel active enough to keep moving, and so I mean it's not that hard. It's not that hard to do the choreography per se. It's just hard to stay on the music. Get a little slower every week.
Oh, so that's what you talk
each week.
Okay.
Yeah, so the leg gets a little lower each week. The body moves a little slower each week, so there has to be a lot of conviction in the movement. But I'm enjoying it. I'm 7 months currently, 7 months pregnant, and I'll be dancing through the end of the month.
Oh, thank you. And your name is?
Tony Lugo.
And you've been dancing with the company for how long?
A year and 2 months.
Thank you.
So currently I've gained over 25 pounds in the pregnancy so far, up to the 7 months. So it takes a lot more energy to keep the body moving and to keep the body in motion. And that's why I say the leg gets lower and the body gets slower, because you're having to carry so much more weight and so much more, you really have to rely on the momentum. So you really have to push that energy and keep pushing the energy to continue on with the movement itself.
Thank you.